Hi there, Texas Granny, just checking in on everybody because things are getting pretty spooky and scary. Just this last week, the man in the White House saw one of the January 6th insurrectionists he blessed with a blanket pardon, releasing him from jail even though the system found him guilty, be arrested for making terrorist attack threats on the Democratic House Speaker Hakeem Jeffries. He indicted several of his supposed political enemies, or anyone who dares to say the king can't do whatever the hell he wants to, because he finally found some lawyers willing to take up his nothing burger of complaints. Without judicial oversight or investigation, he has bombed another boat in the Pacific Ocean that was suspected of drug smugglers, only to find out that the innocent lone survivor had no ties to the drug cartels. I believe his murder number is up to 20-something in the Pacific Ocean, and until he renames it the American Ocean, we don't own it and don't have that kind of jurisdiction. Without any prior approval or filing of any work permits, he has taken a wrecking ball to our treasured historic landmark, the White House, to build a room for his balls. He's also fortifying the designated survivor bunker housed below the former East Wing in preparation for the civil war he's about to wage. He has set in motion the wheels to steal $230 million from the American taxpayers so he can play the victim about being held accountable for his constant assault on our elections, democracy, and court system. He's continued to spread vile and dangerous misinformation about anyone who isn't a MAGA minion, publicly and proudly claiming to only work for the third of this country who still support his constant power grabs and flipping off of the rule of law. He reminded his few dregs of MAGA minions over and over that the Democrats are the violent enemy, and he refuses to vet the newly hired, armed and masked ICE police. What could go wrong? He never disavowed the thousands of not racist and Nazi-adoring text messages from the young men who are leading the Republican Party in several states, calling these men boys, while supporting the idea that 14-year-old girls are marriage material or free for the taking. He gave $40 billion to Argentina to support their farmers while standing by to help his wealthy friends buy bankrupt U.S. farmland for pennies on the dollar, slapping tariffs on things like bananas, coffee, and olive oil, which we can't even grow in this country. His Secretary of State tried to force the national press at the Pentagon to sign a pledge to lie to the American people, which caused a massive walkout by the media, which is how you have to deal with attention-seeking narcissists. Walk away. Take the wind from their sails. Ignore their baiting. But he also saw millions march in protest against him and his blatant authoritarian cabinet. But then he made a video of himself as king, shitting on the heads of Americans. You know he's mocking us, right? Every day. Because apparently we can do nothing to stop him. But the Democrats have found they have one thing they could do, and they could stand firm on this government shutdown. Because that's his plan, to rapidly blanket us with illegal actions while spinning the narrative of the Republican shutdown over the big bloated bill as being the fault of the Democrats. The Democrats who are trying to protect your health care cost of living, and safety from the oligarchs to whom money means everything and nothing. Because when you let millionaires and billionaires run everything, people who have no idea of what daily life in America really is, this is what you get. You get pricing young families out of home ownership, average new car prices of $50,000 or more, a stagnant minimum wage, a failing economy with higher unemployment, massive numbers of uninsured sick people, and the damn mosquitoes in Iceland. What? While we ban any mention of climate change. So call your reps. Find something to weigh in about, because there is plenty. And vote. Early voting is going on right now. So get out there and make your voices heard. Love you, Texas Granny.